This TikTok account is exploding, and it's not luck. It's part of a calculated, unstoppable wave that's generating millions of views. And if you don't pay attention, you'll miss your shot at riding it. See, most people scroll past these viral videos thinking, that's random, just good timing. But what if I told you there's a blueprint behind it? A repeatable strategy that anyone can use, even if you've never gone viral before in your life. And here's the crazy part. The niche this account is using is still wide open. Hardly anyone's doing it right, which means if you jump in now, you could dominate it before it blows up even more. I'm talking about a style so addictive, people binge it like a Netflix series. A content loop so powerful, it practically forces people to watch, share, and come back for more. So don't just watch this later. Don't click away. Watch this video like your life depends on it. Because if you care even a little bit about building an audience, growing on TikTok, or making money online, then this is the opportunity you've been waiting for, and I'm going to break it all down for you. So the niche they're posting in is this one where they take video game locations and bring them to life. So the one that they've used here is obviously Counter-Strike. Alright, so in this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to turn basic CS2 map locations into absolutely insane cinematic video animations using ChatGPT, Google Images, Leonardo AI, Kling AI, and CapCut. Let's start with the foundation. Location ideas. Open up ChatGPT and ask it something simple like, give me a list of iconic CS2 map locations with a brief description of each one. You'll get a solid breakdown of spots like Mirage Mid, Dust Too Long, Inferno Banana, Overpass Heaven, stuff like that. These are important because they're instantly recognizable to anyone familiar with CS2, and they each have a strong vibe or theme that works perfectly for image generation later on. Once you've got the list, scan through it and pick 2 or 3 locations that you want to work with. We're going to turn each of these into a full cinematic shot, so choose ones that are visually interesting or have clear scenery you can build on. Next, we're heading over to Google Images. For each of the locations you selected, search something like Mirage Mid CS2 or Inferno Banana CS2 screenshot. You're looking for clean, wide-angle shots of the location, preferably without any overlays or HUDs. When you find one that looks good, right-click and save it. Try to save a few options just in case one doesn't work well later. So now you should have at least 2 saved images, each representing one of your chosen CS2 map locations. Now we move into the AI visual transformation part of the process. Go to Leonardo AI and sign in. Once you're in, the first thing you want to do is change the generation model. Set this to Cinematic Kino. This model is incredible for producing realistic, movie-like imagery with beautiful lighting and detail. Next, you're going to max out the quality settings. Don't worry about speed here. We want this to look good, even if it takes a bit longer to render. Then go to the dimensions settings and hit the More option. From there, select TikTok dimensions. This will give you a vertical 9:16 aspect ratio, perfect for shorts, reels, or TikTok content. Now upload the first image you downloaded from Google. Once it uploads, scroll down and turn on image to image. This is crucial. We're using our CS2 screenshot as a base, and then letting Leonardo enhance it. But we don't want it to completely overwrite the base image. We just want to add cinematic depth and detail. So set the strength somewhere between 0.3 and 0.4. That gives us a good balance where the layout and structure remain recognizable, but the style and lighting get upgraded massively. Now it's time to write a prompt. This is where you bring the image to life. Think about what could be happening in that scene. For Mirage Mid, you might write, a Moroccan square full of people and bustling with life. You're describing the vibe of the place, layering in action and mood, and helping the AI paint a complete scene. Click Generate and wait for it to do its thing. It might take a minute depending on your settings, but the results are usually worth it. When it's done, you'll have a new stylized version of Mirage Mid that looks like it came from a movie. Save that image. Now go back and repeat the process for your second map. Maybe this time it's Dust 2A. Upload the second image. Turn on image to image again, set the strength the same way, and write a new prompt, something like, a bustling square full of people. Again, generate and wait. Once it's ready, save that second image. At this point, you've got 2 highly stylized cinematic versions of CS2 map locations. Now we're going to animate them. Head over to Kling AI using the link in the description. Sign in, and once you're on the dashboard, look to the sidebar and click on Video. From here, upload your first image, the one you generated in Leonardo. Once it's uploaded, just click Generate. Kling AI will analyze the image and create a subtle animation, usually a slow pan, slight camera movement. Now go ahead and do the exact same thing with your second image. And just a heads up, these can take some time to generate, so it's a good idea to run them both in parallel and come back when they're done. Once both animations are finished, you should have 2 short video clips that look seriously next level. Save both of these clips to your computer. If you're serious about turning this kind of content into a full-time income stream, you need to be inside my private community. I break down everything, from how I structure my TikToks and automate content creation with AI, to the exact tools, prompts, and editing workflows I use to stay ahead of trends. You'll also get one-on-one support, access to my full TikTok growth course, and a growing library of untapped niches that are perfect for blowing up right now. If you're ready to stop guessing and start growing, the link's in the description. Now it's time to edit everything together into a complete, polished video. Head over to CapCut using the link in the description. Start a new project and import all your assets, the 2 animated clips from Kling, any sound effects or music you want to use, and eventually, we'll add some text and effects. Drag both animated clips into the timeline, one after the other, then head up to the Transitions tab. Browse through until you find one that fits the cinematic feel. Maybe something like flash, blur light, or a wipe. Drag that transition in between the 2 clips. Set the duration to 0.2 seconds to keep the pace snappy. Click apply to all just to keep things consistent. Next, let's add some effects to give the video texture. Go to the Effects tab and search for black noise. Drag that effect over your entire timeline. This adds a subtle grain that gives your video a gritty, film-like vibe. Now we're going to add a title. Go to the Text tab, add some default text, and type in CS2 maps in real life. Give the text a strong template, something bold and clean, and then head to Animations. Add an in animation to make the text fade in or pop in smoothly. Keep it simple and cinematic. Finally, let's add some adjustments to boost the overall look. Go to the Adjustment section, drag a custom adjustment layer onto the timeline, and stretch it across the entire length of the video. Now crank the saturation to 10 to make the colors pop, and increase the vignette to 10 to draw the viewer's attention toward the center. Once you've done all that, export the video. And that's it. You've just turned 2 basic CS2 map screenshots into a cinematic TikTok-ready animation that looks like it came from a game trailer or short film. And if you're trying to go viral with content like this, or build a brand around AI-generated visuals and gaming content, then you'll definitely want to join my private community. Inside, I break down my full TikTok strategy, show you exactly how to find viral trends, and give you access to a list of tools, niches, and prompts that you won't find anywhere else. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope this helped you unlock a new way to create content that's fast, and completely unique. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a full series using every CS2 map, and I'll see you in the next one.